First night we got to the city, it was really late, so it was dark, and we were just driving through the entire city, and all the Christmas lights and decorations were everywhere, and it was just beautiful.
Stockholm is a really cool city. It reminded me a lot of DC, actually. Very old. The buildings are kind of short. The museums are gorgeous. The streets are great. Everything about Stockholm was just really nice to see.
You have the old ideas, and then you have all of these innovators that are software development, hardware development, practitioners and techniques, and new equipment.
The most impressive was the speaker dome that they had at the school. It was 34.4 surround sound, which basically meant that there were 4 levels of rings of speakers, and each one had a different number of speakers, and they slowly went up in a dome shape.
They would hook into the speaker system and do live mixing, so it would be one instrument, but it would completely envelop the space.
34.4 is definitely something that will blow your mind.
The engineer could take a sound recording and manipulate the dynamics of it, the pitch, and variable aspects depending on the movement in the glove. It was really impressive.
I really appreciated the lecture that we got from Gary Bromheim. He produced the Joshua Tree album by U2.
My favorite presentation was Alex Case, who's the president of AES, and he was talking about gated reverb and the Phil Collins song, and that really stuck out to me. He's a great presenter. The students were fantastic. They're really nice. The facilities were great. The studio was really cool. Seeing all their different instruments they had and seeing the individual production spaces that they have and the tools they use is very similar to what we have, and it was nice to know.
We went to the Vasa Museum, which is an old Swedish warship from the 1800s, I believe, that sunk in the harbor, and they were able to bring the ship up and keep it in a museum.
Our hosts were very proud of ABBA. Went down the road to the ABBA Museum and kind of experienced from beginning to end multimedia of the ABBA experience environment, and it was a lot of fun.
The people were extremely nice, and I got mistaken for a Swede a few times because of my hair color. People would just start speaking to me. I said, sorry, I'm American, I don't know.
Dip your foot in many different pools, so learn a little bit about mixing records, learn some about post-production for movies and television, and learn about broadcast. The more adaptive you can be in certain situations, the more useful you'll be.
Seeing all these big, high-tier people that are still pushing themselves. There are people who are 70 years old getting their PhDs. I think that education should always be a priority when you're in that field, because you can never stop learning about audio.
It's really important that they realize that the world is becoming smaller. If they play their cards right, they can still live in Maine and have a career in the world stage.